What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the VeVe Vantage podcast. I wanted to make this solo episode to talk about the VIVE Studios partnership with VeVe, because this is a very exciting partnership on multiple levels. And I'm not going to read to you from a particular article, but I'm going to tell you some stories today. Some of the stories are really cool. One in particular is very emotional, but all of them will give you a glimpse of what this company does and the future of AR, VR technology. And also maybe we can use all of that to kind of guess and make educated guess on what VeVe and VIVE Studios can accomplish together, especially for the VeVeVerse. So let's get to it. In this particular photo, you're seeing Dan, David, and this middle person right here is Stanley Kim, who is the founder and CEO of VIVE Studios. So this is pronounced Vive, I believe. VeVe and Vive. And Stanley founded this company back in 2003. And this is a company based out of South Korea. So this is the original story of Vive. So one thing to keep in mind, which is the fact that the VIVE Studios that you are seeing here, VIVE Studios is not the same as the VIVE VR gaming headset. This company VIVE belongs to HTC. So if you're into smartphones, HTC used to make a lot of smartphones, and they are based out of Taiwan instead of South Korea. So just one quick thing about this VIVE headset company, they sell mixed reality headsets and those kind of things. And they also provide metaverse development for businesses, which does sound pretty exciting. But again, it doesn't have anything to do with the VIVE Studios company that VeVe just partnered with. So Stanley Kim, he's the founder. And when he started the company, this is the product he started with. He wanted to create a VR theme park, in the sense that you would go to this theme park, you watch a movie, you put on the headset, sort of like for those of you who have been to the Disney World in Orlando and you line up for 2 hours to try out the Avatar experience. What you would do is you would sit on a motorized seat and you would put on the VR headset, and then you would fly through the Avatar world. So to those who have been to Disney World, have tried out the Avatar ride, like I did about 2 years ago, that is exactly what the first product of VIVE Studio is like. So this movie is called Vault Chain City, and this is their first product. So it's only 30 seconds. I'll play it to you and you can see it. So you can see people, they would sit on this motorized seats. They would put on the headset like that. This is the headset. This is the logo, VIVE Studios. And then they would ride through this sort of like, this is pretty similar to the Mad Max experience. Yep, so that is the first VR film. It got a lot of awards and everything, but it was not a success, okay? And I'll tell you why. As you can see, it looks really cool. It has some elements from Mad Max, it has some elements from Avatar, it has some elements from Interstellar, which are all Hollywood blockbuster movies. And for a startup company to do that requires a lot of upfront capital. And this project, although they won multiple awards for it, failed in terms of financial objective. It didn't make them any profit. And I think this is simply because in order to create this experience, you have to get started with the content. For content, at this quality, that requires a lot of money. So you have the content, right? You hire studios, so they create it in-house. They have this 3D AR, very cool looking content, looks very expensive. And then they also have to invest into the physical infrastructure as well, in terms of having the motorized seat, in terms of integrating this experience with the headset and add the headset to the seat so that, you know, everything moves simultaneously according to whatever happens in this movie. And then they have to maybe rent out physical locations in order to put these seats and, you know, the experience there for people to try out. And I guess all of that require a lot of money upfront. And if you want to break even, then you need to charge a high price. So that's why when you go to, even today, like the VR AR theme parks, they are a little bit more expensive than, you know, you go to an internet cafe or whatever. And that is simply because it requires a lot of money to build the digital content, to build the physical infrastructure, because we're still pretty early, right? So this project did not make them any money, but it was a pretty good starting point. The company, based on my research, actually almost go bankrupt because of this project, because of how much money they put in, and it completely failed in terms of financial result. However, the next project brought them the fame, and this next project, I don't want to go through it just like reading about it to you. I want to tell a story, okay? When I make content, I want to tell you stories. This is going to be a pretty emotional stories because a lot of people cried after watching it, but it will show you a glimpse of VR and AR, and especially what they can do to enhance our lives, and especially our connection to the loved ones that we lost. Okay, so what you can see here, let me go back to the very beginning. Okay, you can see this lady, she's wearing a VR headset, virtual reality, and she's wearing some VR gloves as well, and these are haptic gloves. So this lady right here is actually the mother of 4, and her third daughter sadly passed away when the daughter was only 7. And so what VIVE Studios did, and this is a video that went, a project that went viral, as you can see, 34, almost 35 million views. What they did was they recreated the digital version of her deceased daughter, and they digitally united them. So she doesn't know what's coming, but she's wearing a headset. That's the daughter who passed away. So now that's her interacting with her lost daughter 3 years after the daughter passed away. So you can see there, it gets pretty emotional. This glove, again, they're haptic, so you can, when she touch her daughter, quote unquote touch, she can feel that sensation. So this brings an extra, well, this kind of elevates this immersive experience to a new level. So this kind of shows you what technology can do, and this is totally game changing because, you know, this is you are bringing a very personal emotion to the person, right? So this is her playing games with her daughter. They're touching now, right? Okay, so her daughter passed away when she was 7. So in this video, you will see her celebrating that 7th birthday with her daughter. So VIVE Studios scan all the toys of the daughter and even the bed too, and they place all of that in this VR experience. So there are 6 candles on a cake, and now they are putting the 7th candle on it together. Yeah, so pretty cool, right? This shows you, you know, the limitless capability that VR and AR can bring to us, because, you know, in life, like we lose people we love, and this is one way to reconnect with them digitally. And I'm sure this is a a very precious moment to the mother as well. And this project went viral again, 34 million views, and it got a lot of good comments, good feedbacks, and it took the company to a brand new level. And then they were hired to do many more projects. I walked you through a couple more of them. What you're seeing here is their core products, which is they set up these studios, and then music bands or artists can use them to make music videos. So this is what it looks like, and it looks pretty simple, right? They also make digital content as well. This is Vote to Change City project that I showed you earlier. And I believe this is more of a game. This is that mother and daughter experience that they created. Very, very cool. So they used the footages of the daughter before the daughter passed away to do that. But anyways, another cool project that, well, this is the kind of like the music videos that they produce. And what's really cool about this is when you produce a music video or movie, you need to go to different physical studios, different buildings to film different scenes. So you would go to, let's just say Universal Studio, you go to a particular building to film a scene that has some setting in, a rural area in the middle of nowhere. And then you would go to a different building to film, Chinatown, for example, which is usually located in the middle of a very urban setting. With this, what they're providing is it's just a screen in the background and other effects around it. So whether you are filming on the street or you're filming, on a mountain or underwater, it's all in the same place. So I think at the moment that's what they're offering. Okay, so but going to the next frontier, something really cool is this project I'm showing you here. So this is the boy band BTS, which is very super popular, very famous. They're globally known, millions and millions of fans everywhere. There are 7 members in this group. Okay, this is their performance back in 2020. Okay, keep in mind there are 7 members. Okay, they sing on stage, blah blah. However, if you go, I'm not going to go through the whole video, but in the video, only 6 out of 7 members showed up, because the 7th member, his nickname is Suga, S-U-G-A. He dislocated his shoulder before this performance, so he could not show up. So what they did was they created, let me see, where is it? All right here. So you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 members. What VIVE Studios did was they brought the 7th guy in. See, this is him. So this is Sugar, who this is a digital version of him because he dislocated his shoulder and he couldn't show up. So now they have all 7 of them. And something else is, and the reason why I wanted to focus on the virtual experience, the virtual human product, is because of this video. So take a look at it. It's only 30 seconds, but it'll show you the future. By the way, this is a guy dancing, all right? Okay, this is him revealing his face. Okay, what is the plot twist? This guy is not even real, so he's not real. All right, this guy's fake. His name is Jay-Z, but not like Jay-Z, but like the Korean virtual human Jay-Z. And in here you can see, I have it somewhere. Okay, got it. And in here you can see Stanley Kim, standing next to Jay-Z. So this is called a virtual human. This guy is not even real. This is the co-founder. All right. Okay, so virtual human is another big thing for them, because these virtual humans, they can speak multiple languages. They can dance whatever styles you want them to dance. They can show up anytime, and they, if you even integrate into artificial intelligence with them, they can talk to you and have that very, very personal experience. So, but that's one thing, right? So if you're curious to see if this is a credible brand, I can tell you that they are, simply because if you look at their clients, Samsung, LG, PUBG, very popular game, Kia, Hyundai, and KBS. So these are very, very prominent Korean brands. So PUBG is based out of Korea as well. Yeah, so this is a pretty big deal. And in terms of their partnership with VeVe, VIVE Studio is certainly not an IP. They are more of a technological partner, just like Alibaba Cloud that was announced last week by David. So I don't think, this is going to be, I don't think we will actually see it that much, because a lot of the technology happened in the background. But one example that they worked on is this. So they created this AR app for Kia, and this is very similar to what you see on VeVe, but at a different level. Okay, so for those who want to buy a Kia Carnival family van, which I know a lot of you guys may be interested in, right? You will scan the app and it will show up just like whatever you can do on VeVe, but there's a lot more customization. For example, if you want to look at things, look at the version that has the 18 or 19 inches of the wheels, 7 seats, different colors, those kind of things. So what we can speculate out of this is you can customize your VeVe Collectibles or comics. Maybe you put in a comics and you can change the frames, or you can change the way it looks. Or if you have, different collectibles, you can put them in different shelves that animate or whatever. That I don't know. Okay, I can only tell you the similar products that they currently offer. The second thing is I noticed that in their website, you go to About, okay, and this is me telling stories, okay. They are an art tech company specializing in virtual AI-based metaverse content. If you notice, all the products that I show you prior to this point, it didn't have anything with metaverse or AI, but now it looks like they're shifting to AI products. So I think the product that they will work with VeVe to enhance our experience is called VIT, which is VIVE Studios Immersive Technology. Okay, again, VIVE Studios Immersive Technology, VIT. I'm reading from my phone. So what it does is that it will help people to produce their own virtual and metaverse content in a virtual studio using VIVE technology. And so example here is that they can hold a VR concert in the metaverse, featuring artists and singers and those kind of people, and especially their virtual human Jay-Z, or even, going back to this experience, this guy, right, Sugar, who is a part of PTS, who is not there but actually was there, right? I think what they would do with VeVe is that, okay, VeVe can build a metaverse, right? But the metaverse here can just be, oh, okay, there's gonna be a VeVe showroom. There might be a street, some train tracks, some buildings where people can socialize. But that's about it. That's similar to Minecraft. You put in these buildings, the infrastructure, but then what? Okay, that's gonna be pretty boring. There's nothing fun about it. People can show up on the first day, first week, and then they leave because there's nothing else to do. There's nothing interesting about it. Well, there might be some showrooms, there might be some experience from brands, but I think this partnership with VIVE Studios, if the speculation is true, will help VeVe to avoid this this problem that other metaverse is facing, which is, Decentraland had 38 active users, and Sandbox had less than 1,000 active users, despite they put in millions of dollars and having that 1 billion valuations. So again, my point here is that anybody can create a metaverse, like a very basic version of the metaverse, like a Minecraft space, for example. But it is adding these experiences, it is adding these effects and animations and sounds and those kind of things that makes it really cool and makes it attractive for people to come in. So if this partnership has something to do with VeVe, I think it's going to be enhancing the AR experience we see in our phones, and also enhancing that VeVeVerse experience. Because I mean, you can go back to their homepage and see what they can do to enhance that very basic experience. Like, for example, if we were to go here, okay, these guys can stand on the street and sing. Okay, it's the same song, the same lyric, the same sounds, but then if they were to sing and make this music video in this VIVE Studio, it is a complete different experience. Okay, it's like you buying, let's just say, a Darth Vader Uncommon Edition. Okay, and then you compare that, which doesn't do anything, there's no music, there's no animation, versus you buying the Ultra experience, right, which has animation, which has music. He does this pose, very popular of him, and then you view and you compare that in the AR, right? They're totally complete different experience, and therefore the values is and therefore they bring different emotions from you as well. So that's about it for this partnership. Again, don't forget to check out the VeVe Vantage podcast. We work very hard to give you these kind of high quality content. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, or even at work. You can just pull up the website VeVeVantage.com and check out our interviews with some of the whales and specimen collectors. Extremely unique, extremely cool collections on VeVe, and learn from their stories, their success, the mistakes, and those kind of things. So that's it. That is it for the episode today. Remember to check out the VeVe Vantage podcast, yeah, let me know what you think about this VIVE Studios partnership with VeVe, and I'll see you next time.